Okay, in this video we're going to design this part and add these dimensions. So first, load up Sketchup, and when prompted for the template down here at the bottom, you can select engineering and meters. Loads up with a blank template. You can delete that guy right there. And looking at the image again of the part we're going to build, notice that the base is 6 meters by 10 meters and it's 2 meters high. So 6, 10, and 2. Going back over to our workspace, start with the rectangle, lay it out like that. 6M, I'm typing on the keyboard, comma, 10 meters, 10M on the keyboard, and press enter. And again, reposition our part, zoom back using scroll wheel or magnifying glass. Push-pull tool, pull it up just a little bit. You can see the numbers starting to change down here on the lower right hand side, but just release at any point and type in 2M for 2 meters high. Alright, so there is our basic building block for this part. We're going to do a 2 meter cut in, 2 meters from each edge like that, and then add a wedge over here. And I believe this is 4 units across like that. One way we can measure that, oh, well, I'll get back to that in a second. Let's go ahead and do the 2 by 2. Alright, so grab the tape measure tool, select here, move in that way just a little bit, then type in 2M. Do the same thing on the other side, come in this way, type in 2M, enter. We want to lay a rectangle in that spot there on the rightmost face. You can see you hover over it, gives you a red X and a red X, and then hit click, and then this dotted line becomes a solid line right there. Grab the push-pull tool, push it in a little bit, type in 2 meters for a 2 meter push in, and you can kind of look at the part a little bit better like that to make sure everything looks right. And what we can do is try to measure how far it is over like that. So I could use the measuring tool like so, and I can see down here on the lower right hand side when I reached my endpoint it was 4 meters. Alright, so going back over to that part, I'm going to grab let's see what I can do here. How about I go 4 meters from this spot in like that, type in 4M, enter, and that's where it started right there. I wonder if that's enough information to get started. Let's try a rectangle starting at that point here, going over to this point. It doesn't look like it's quite enough to lock into that position. So what I'm going to do is hit escape to escape out of that, and then I'm going to come over here and grab the tape measure, come across like this to that spot, drop it down, then try to lay down a rectangle again, see if it snaps into a spot. Sure does, and there we go. Okay, and then you'll notice that it's 2 meters on the back side up there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that rectangle up and then push this edge down to make it a wedge. So let's try that. Selecting push-pull tool, pull up a little bit, type in 2M for 2 meters, and maybe zoom back, orbit around a little bit. Looks pretty good. I wonder if I can just grab that edge. Let's try that. So we're going to grab this particular edge right here, and then highlight the or click on the move tool, select that edge, and it looks like it's going just up and down, which is exactly what I want it to do. It should snap into position at the bottom. It's not really doing that though. Maybe I can do the readout on the bottom. I can see down here at the bottom what the measurements are. And let me just stop there and type in 2 meters to see if it puts it in position. Because I did know that I needed to go 2 meters down. Alright, looks like that worked. There's everything for our part. Let's see here. Why don't we add dimensions in this video? So if you don't see all the toolbar options up here, go to View, Toolbars. Make sure you have a large tool set selected rather than Getting Started. Let's do some dimensioning, and usually what you want to do is dimension the base, so you can select this point here and that point there, pull it out here, click again to show that it's 6 meters. Now we don't really need that many decimal places, so we could go to Window, Model Info, and see that it says that we're showing several digits past the decimal, so we can just show 1 meter past, just, no digits past the decimal, just for simplicity's sake in this example. Still on the dimension tool, start at this corner, go all the way out to there. So it's a good idea to always kind of show what the dimensions of the base is. Now these dotted lines are starting to get distracting, so grab the eraser tool, click and drag across each one of those. Click, drag. Cleans up the workspace a little bit. Alright, then we want to maybe dimension these parts in like that. We could, I think, grab this and move it out a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit like that. And click here. Oh, I guess it's better to start here and come back this way instead then. So 2 meters right there, and then 2 meters right there. And then, so those are not really lined up very well. See, the dotted line helps me line them up. And we don't really need to do this dimension right here, because you know that that's going to be 6. If this is 2, this is 2, and that's 10. So that's over dimensioning, and we don't really want to do that. But we do need to know how far it is in this direction. So let's go ahead and measure that one. So here and there and back over like that. That's kind of interesting to do it that way. But I think I'll go this way. All right. And then we also need the height. So we got the base of 6 and 10. How about getting the height of this base? 2 meters like so. And also the height of the wedge. 2 meters out like that. And also the width of the wedge is needed. Maybe we can go up here to the top and pull it up like that. Now you could add a lot more dimensioning for clarity, but to make a part look, to make a sketch look nice and neat, you want to try to put in the minimum number of dimensions. And I think we have enough dimensions here so that if somebody wanted to make this part, they'd be able to know what each of the measurements are. So it kind of keeps the sketch clean if you try to minimize the number of dimensions. All right, so then go ahead and File, Save As, and we're going to save this one to our desktop with the appropriate name. I believe this one is going to be number 2. So save that to your desktop and upload that to the website. All right, let me know if you have any questions.